Um, Good morning, Crackshot. If you're watching this, I want to apologise to you. I misunderstood your comment about the trick shot. I'm sorry, but I took it the wrong way. I didn't realise it was a comment. It was a compliment. Yes, I apologise for that. It's up to you if you want to forgive me or not, but as I say, I misunderstood it, and I'm really sorry. Okay. Right, I'm just getting this scope ready with the camera attachment for this new rifle. What's coming? I just need to make sure that everything is going to be in line. So I'm using two mobile phones at the moment, and right, I'm using two mobile phones at the moment. One is for the camera, which I'm talking to now, and also this camera. Just try and turn it on. Dear me. Yeah, I'm just trying to set this up so we've got everything in place, and I've just turned it on. So I'm going to go into the camera setting and the video, and at the moment you can see the picture, you can see the crosshairs, so that's all lined up. Okay, that's all lined up with the crosshairs, so that's the scope which I'll be using on this new rifle. Yeah, it's a Hawk 2x7, so it's a very good close quarter scope, you know what I mean? It's crystal clear, and it should be a good addition for this new rifle. And I'm not recording. Right, I'm recording now, and you can see how good this picture is through the scope. As I say, it should be a good scope for you can see the crosshairs. Yeah, it's a 2x7 by what? It's been such a long time since I've used this one. A 2x7 by 32 Hawk close quarter scope, you know, and that's what I'll be using on this new cheap PCP I'm getting. Okay, we'll see how all that goes together, and just waiting on the delivery. As I say, they said 7 to 14 days, so it's all down to waiting. Okay. Can't do no shooting today. Something's come up, I've got to go out. But I have had a delivery. 2 more little rats. Yeah, Very good shooting targets, these. Anyway, done it. Oh, and I have made up the smoke bomb. I don't want to get all red over my hands. This one's I made it in red because I didn't have enough powder, the yellow powder, to make two. So I made this one in red, and as you can see, it's got Terry's Daily Diary smoke bomb, and then I put down the ingredients, which is 12% of potassium nitrate, 8% sugar, red powder. I have got down 10% paraffin wax, but this one don't have paraffin wax, so I don't know why I put that down. This is a dry mix, and what you do, you get your potassium nitrate. It's quite heavy stuff, it's heavier than sugar, but what you do is you grind that down, and if you got something like a electric, I've still got red ends. Look, if you've got something like electric coffee grinder, if you weigh out, well, no, not just put some potassium nitrate in the coffee grinder and grind it down very fine, just like we did with the matches, but you can't use the bowl, you know, to do it. You need to grind it down with a grinder. So yeah, get it as fine as possible, and then put that away so it's airtight, so the air don't get to it. You don't want no moisture getting into it. Then get hold of your sugar, and you also grind that down separately, so the potassium nitrate is ground down separately against the sugar. You mustn't combine them at this stage. So they're both, the sugar and the potassium is ground down, and then you can start mixing it in with a, I don't know, a mixing bowl. You might have to stir it in, you know, keep on stirring it in for around about 3 or 4 minutes, so it's really knitted together. Then you can put your colorizer in, but the weights you want around about 64 grams of potassium nitrate. Then with your sugar, you want to make that up to, I think it works out about 36 grams, I can't remember now. That takes it up to, say, 100 grams, and then you can add in your red powder, maybe 20% of red powder, so the total weight would be something like 120 grams. But in this, I've got it mixed to, the ratio is 12 parts potassium nitrate, 8 parts sugar, and then red powder, making a total of 100 grams. It's a dry mix in this. Okay, some people use wax, you know, paraffin wax, but this is a dry mix without no wax, and I don't know why I put wax down, but anyway, this is a dry mix. I've used 2 small detonators on a single pull cord, and I don't think the two detonators was going to be powerful enough to ignite it. So I attached to the detonators out of our red stuff. What I've done, I got a bit of cotton, a couple of strands of cotton, twined it together, a bit of this with a little drop of water so it made it into a paste. Dipped the cotton in there, let it dry out, and that was a fuse. So that particular fuse goes inside, comes down to about there. The detonator itself lays on top, just underneath this, and the detonator cord goes on. The fuse cord goes onto the detonators. So when you pull it, that makes the spark on the detonators and ignites the fuse, which you just made up from matches, okay? And that'll burn down and then catch light to the materials inside. Now, as I say, I got it in red, and this red stuff goes all over the place. Once you get it on your hands, you can see I've still got red from yesterday. I've washed my hands so many times. It's gradually coming off, but you want to wear old clothes, because wherever that goes onto, the colour, wherever it falls onto, it'll stain it. You know, so you've got to be very, very careful how you scoop it in with a spoon and drop it down. Any overspill anywhere, if it goes down onto the floor, onto your carpet, whatever, it'll stain it and you'll never get it out. You know, well, that tells you alone. You know, so it's horrible stuff. A lot of people use food colouring, but that's no good. It don't burn properly. You need the proper smoke bomb colouring, you know. It's like a acetone where it burns very slowly, you know. I think it's acetone, but anyway, it burns very slowly, and the colour comes out really, really thick. Now the problem is, I was going to ignite it in the garden, and I haven't had no complaints, but I will have if I set that off. And I've been looking on the tube about smoke bombs in the UK. Now they're legal, but you mustn't use them in public places. So I can't even go over the field there and set it off. Yeah, all it needs is one person to see that smoke and call the fire brigade and police. Dear me, you can imagine what outcry that'll cause. Even here, I mean, if I'd done it in the back garden, someone could panic. I mean, because we're all old people, you know, and so I don't know what to do at the moment. Just like the bloody egg, what I've got. Oh, it's in the freezer now again. You know, I can't shoot that because of the noise it's going to make and the mess it's going to make. So I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. What I could do is set this off early hours in the morning, because I know for a fact it's only me what's up at stupid hours, you know what I mean? So I could set that off and try and put a torch, you know, a battery torch, shine on it, so you can see the effect but I certainly can't do it in daylight because I will get complaints and possibly get in a little bit of trouble, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's a bit of a problem. Coming back to the tube, I said I was going to make it into with the toilet rolls. Well, I had to go out yesterday and buy a length of this tube. It comes in 3 foots, and what it is, the diameter, the internal diameter is 1 inch. The wall thickness, you can see where the glue is 1/4 inch round. So overall, circumference is 1.5 inches. You know, so you got 1/4 inch, so you got an inch hole. You know, and I can't remember. And it's just over 5 inches. Just over 5 inches long. And that takes 100 grams of the mixture, which would take it round about there. Then you've got a top plate made from the same stuff with a hole in it, where the detonator now lays on top here with the fuse wire going down into it, you know, and then about 1/4 inch below the bottom you've got another blanking plate to seal it all off. Yeah, they're very interesting. I mean, you can buy smoke bombs in England, but I don't know, I suppose they're not expensive, but it's better to make your own, you know what I mean? All these ingredients you can get off eBay. Potassium nitrate for a kilo, I think works out about £6. Sugar, you got your household sugar. If you're using wax, paraffin wax, a kilo of that is around about just under £3. And then you got your powders in a way of smoke bomb powder. That's the most expensive stuff, I suppose, which would work out maybe around about £8 for half a kilo, 50 grams, 500 grams. So when you think about it, you could make maybe 5 or 6 of these for less that you could buy if you was buying them from the fireworks shop or Amazon, whatever, you know. Yeah, it's cheaper to make them, and all you need is the right ingredients, and you know, as I say, it's all written down here. Forget about the wax, because there's no wax in there, but there's only 2 ingredients really, which is the potassium nitrate and sugar. The red powder, don't have to have red, you can have any colour you want, you know. In fact, you could make it all different colours inside, which you couldn't buy anywhere. You could have it, say, 1 inch of yellow, inch of blue, inch of green, inch of red, inch of purple. You know, so as it burns down, the first layer, say purple, as it burns down it'll be purple, then it goes down 1 inch, then it'll be another colour, then it'll be another colour, until it reaches the bottom. So you've got maybe 4 or 5 colours, you know, and it only takes, to make that up, I would say no more than 15 minutes, no more than 15 minutes. although it did take me 4 hours because I had to go out and buy this particular tube. How much did I pay for the tube? I think I paid about £2.50 for a 3 metre length inside diameter of 1 inch. Overall it's 1.5 inches, so you've got a 1/4 inch thickness wall. And what it is, you imagine cardboard just like that, but layered and layered and layered. It's glued and layered, so, and then that has to become 1/4 inch thick, you know. Now they're not dangerous. The only time they are dangerous is that if you stick your hand over it. Of course you're going to burn yourself. You can literally hold it and wave it all about just like a sparkler, you know what I mean? In this one I brought in chippings of pine in a way of incense sticks. I think I used about 10 of them and chipped all the incense off and mixed it up all together, so when that goes off it'll smell like pine. Or you could buy the oils out of I don't know what they call them, a body shop. You know, you can get different coloured fragrance in bottles. It's oil, and mix it in, but that's very expensive. Incense sticks are not, you know. Yeah, there's many things you can do with one of these. I mean, you could make it, as I say, make it into a multicolour and 5 colours, 4 colours, whatever you want. You know what I mean? Of course, you don't have to have it big as that as well. I mean, that would burn most free for about, I don't know, 8 to 10 minutes. And this is why I can't take a chance of lighting it up outside. What I should have done was made a small one, maybe a 2-minute burn. You know what I mean? You know, 2 minutes of real thick smoke that would dissipate in the air quickly. You know what I mean? But when you got that and that's burning for, I don't know, between 8 to 10 minutes, and it's real thick smoke, it's like a heavy fog. You know what I mean? Of course, people will complain about it, and I never thought of that. You know, and what I don't want is complaints, because once they start complaining, I might as well stop shooting, because they'll ban that as well. You know what I mean? So I've got to be very, very careful. So now I've got this and the egg to worry about how to get rid of it. You know, I mean, I could set it off and have a bucket of water handy and let you see this, say 30 seconds to a minute of smoke, let you see how thick it is and the colour, and then douse it out with water. But that can also be dangerous, because I don't know what the water would do. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I apologise for that at the moment, because I just don't know what to do with it. Yeah. And I can't do no shooting today because I've got to go out, and yeah, a bit of a turmoil this. I've got to get rid of the egg somehow. Anyway, that's my problem. So, 20 minutes. Been talking. Anyway, I can't say if you enjoyed the video, you know, give the comment or thumbs up. Can't say that at all, because it's not shooting. And I hope to see you tomorrow and shooting. At the moment, that rifle, the air rifle, has not come yet. They did say between 7 to 14 days. So, of course, I'm on tender hooks waiting to shoot it, you know what I mean? But we just have to see what happens. Anyway, until tomorrow, I'll have to, during the day, I'll have to think about what I can shoot at tomorrow and what to do with these 2 items now. And try and get this red stuff off my hands, look. Dear me. Can't believe it. I do think of stupid things and then can't carry them out, you know what I mean? Anyway, as I say, I'll see you tomorrow and all enjoy yourself today. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today, so yeah, okay. All take it easy and I'll see you later. Bye.